TV Rumble is staged here at the Big Dome with the second round of the eliminations just around the corner. Teams are now scrambling to get that elusive win, particularly the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings and the Barako Energy Coffee Masters, who are set to battle in just a few. And later on, the Alaska Aces and the Santa Lucia Realtors, who are 4th and 7th place respectively, they will be going at it in just a short while. I'm Patricia Bermudez. He's on right here at the Big Dome courtside for Solar TV. You know, it's cool and comfortable actually here at the Arenado Coliseum, but of course we will be turning up the heat in just a few because the Barako Energy Masters are actually coming off a 10-day break and a win, and they're going up against the Gin Kings, who are looking for that win because they have lost the last 3 of their 4 games. And the last loss actually came to the hands of the Derby Ace Liamados, who was paced by King James Yap. He actually had back-to-back best player nods, which is why he's the natural choice for our PBA Player of the Week.
James Yap on the move. Basket is good para kay James Yap. It's a shooter right there. Hesitation move off the glass is good. One thing that good players like James Yap, when they can shoot outside, they can also penetrate. They can create situations for their teammates. James Yap had off Brown with a slam. There was a hand in his face, there was a defender in his face, and he already has 18 points to lead his team in scoring. James Yap finishing with 20 points to lead the Liamados.
Oh boy, the stars are shining early here, as Dr. J pointed out. James connected. Yap sees daylight. Yap, that lead away. James up, step, and Yap.
And a round of applause, please, for BMAC Derby Aces, James Yap.
Well, congratulations to James Yap and the rest of the family. You know what I'm talking about. Well, my question is focusing now on this game. Will the Gin Kings bounce back from that 13-point loss they suffered against James Yap and the rest of the Liamados? Or will it be the Barako Energy Coffee Masters being triumphant at the end of this to get their first back-to-back wins, not just this conference, not just this season, but in the last 3 conferences? Miko Halili and Coach Ronnie Magsanok will take us through it all.
Well, yan, si Mildon Ambres, patuloy pa rin sinusubukang pakita na kaya niya tulungan itong Ginebra. And of course, Willie Miller playing in his 4th game para sa kanyang bagong kupunan, ang kanyang bagong tahanan. And Yusuf Al-Jamal and the rest of the local crew of Barako Energy Coffee, they'll try and score back-to-back wins para sa PBA Wednesday dito lamang sa Solar TV. Wala pong hologram dito I'm Miko Halili with Coach Ron Magsanok. Ayan, totoo yan. Ayan, pinapawisan pa, para lang pakita sa inyo. Ayan, totoo yan.
Sound effects yan. Ching!
Totoo.
Okay, puntahan mo natin
right.
laro.
Let's look at the team standings para ipakita nothing partial or unofficial about this. Ginebra at 4-4 and Barako Energy Coffee at 2-6.
San Miguel has been proclaimed as the #1 team at the end of the 9 games that they have played so far. But for Ginebra, they will try to finish above 500 and break out of that skid that they have faced over the last 4 games. On the other side, Barako Bulls snapping out of a 6-game losing slide, hoping to get their first winning streak off the tournament and eventually just finished about 2 games away from the 10th spot, something that they have been trying to avoid over the last 3 conferences.
Yung pawis po, Coach Ronnie, para ka nakapila pa para bumoto.
Kasabi kasi ni Pat kanina, napakalamig dito sa loob ng Coliseum. Pero dito sa parte natin, hindi naman gaano. But for Sammy Monroe, he was extremely hot in that huge upset win over Alaska. Look at the numbers of Sammy Monroe, 3rd in the league in scoring, 3rd in the league in scoring among imports, 3rd in free throw shooting percentage, likewise among all reinforcements. Well, you may have good numbers, but eventually you will be judged according to the number of wins that you deliver for your particular ball club.
So speaking of win-loss records, Ginebra has had an interesting campaign. At 4-4, they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. And these numbers can explain why.
Well, some cause for concerns here for Coach Joseph Yuchiko. Some numbers in offense that they need to address. Some numbers likewise on the defensive end that they need to adjust to. But there are some bright spots for Ginebra this conference. Number 1 in rebounds, number 1 in second chance points, number 2 in fast break points, number 2 in free throw percentage. More importantly, they are even 4-4, and they have a perfect chance to go up to 5-4 heading into the next round.
White smile on the face of Sammy Monroe, Jojo Duncil, and the rest of the Barako Energy Coffee Masters. Fresh from a conquest of the Alaska Aces. They'll face a Ginebra team that's trying to bounce back and get back to its winning ways. This game is underway. Paolo Hubalde starts the afternoon with a miss. Duncil follow-up no-go. Ginebra starts off with Mark the Spark Kagiwa. He's back in action para sa Ginebra with Eric Menk, Milton Ambres, JJ Helterbrand, and Rudy Hatfield, who now has the basketball against Jerwin Gacko. Ambres blocked by Sam Monroe. Monroe going all the way off the glass. That's good.
Very important to locate Sam Monroe in transition. Part of the offensive arsenal of the Black Shirts is to push the pace every time they get that defensive rebound.
Hatfield. Outside Helterbrand. Here's Kagiwa. Inside Menka push coming from Rob Reyes.
Ginebra making a conscious effort to get that ball underneath. In their last game against Ginebra, they shot 22 times from the three-point area, hit only 14% of their attempts. And as a result, their field goal percentage dipped considerably.
Baseline jumper goes in para kay Eric Menk.
Eric Menk only 7.5 points per game in 21 minutes of action, but in the last 2 games has played solidly for the Gin Kings.
Ubalde on the right side. Here's Monroe. Monroe, top of the key. And a rebound ends up with Jerwin Gacko. So we're tied at 2 apiece in the early moments of the opening quarter. Lots of time to shoot para sa Barako Energy Coffee Masters. And here's Gacko in motion. Gacko over Ambres. Gacko handoff. Reyes lost the ball, recovers, and missed it. Now here's Helterbrand. Helterbrand picks up his dribble. Ambres to Menk. Menk against Rob Reyes. Advantage here for Menk. Jump hook won't go. Hatfield keeps that ball alive. New shot clock for Ginebra, and Ambres will miss. Gacko, 17-footer on the way. Barako looking for win number 3, and Ginebra looking for win number 5.
Yes, you always want to be among at least the top 5 teams heading into the second round. You want to protect a spot at least in the quarterfinals. Of course, the ultimate target is to make it in the number 1 or the number 2 spots, just to get an automatic semi-seat. But if you cannot get that within your reach, you just want to make it to the quarterfinals and avoid that rush in the wildcard phase.
You know, when you reach the playoffs, yan yung tinatawag na you get your ROI. Ano man yung pinundar mo during the elimination round, you will reap the benefits come the playoffs. Kung medyo minalas ka,
kung kulang ang deposito mo,
di mo ginawa kailangan gawin, you will feel the brunt of that come the playoffs when you have to win a championship coming for the wild card round.
Exactly. And I